Hey guys, it's Tasha. Welcome to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be toning my hair and I thought I would show you guys how I do it. As you can see, my roots are terrible. You're probably wondering why I'm not just doing my roots and my highlights, but as usual, I'm procrastinating like crazy because I hate doing my own hair. It's so hard, it takes so much work. It takes literally like quadruple the amount of time and effort that it takes to do someone else's hair. So I always put it off as much as I possibly can, and I usually only do my hair about once a year because of that, which I know is really bad, but that's the way it is. So I thought it would be a fun little video to show you guys how I tone my hair today, so let's get started. Alright, so for today I'm going to be using permanent color. I found these tubes of color underneath my bathroom sink. Now, usually I always tone with Redken Shades EQ, but I didn't feel like going to buy any, so I thought it would be fun to just tone with whatever I found under my sink, which is probably at least 6 years old, but that's fine, it's still going to do the job. So I'm going to be using the Pravana 10-07, which is the extra light sheer violet blonde, and then I'm going to be using the Davines 10-12, which is an ash violet, and then another Pravana 10-1, which is an extra light ash blonde. Now I'm going to be mixing these three with a 10 volume peroxide developer, which, because I'm using a permanent color, I have to try my best to only get the toner on the blonde ends. If I put this on all my roots, because I'm using a 10 volume developer, it's going to bump my base, which means it's going to lift my natural color a little bit, and it's usually never the nicest color when the toner bumps your base. It's usually like a warm, gross color that I hate, so I'm going to avoid all of my natural color and I'm just going to get it on my ends. And that brings me to the reason why I absolutely love Redken Shades EQ, is it's mixed with a processing solution, not a peroxide developer, so you can literally put it on everything and it won't bump your base. It doesn't do anything to your natural color except just tone the hair that you want to be toned. So that's why I always use the Redken Shades EQ, and they have awesome colors. But for today, like I said, I'm just going to be using whatever I found under my bathroom sink. So I'm spraying all of my hair, making sure it's all pretty damp. When you wet your hair before you tone, it helps it saturate a lot easier and you can spread it a lot further. So it's always a good idea to either tone with wet hair or spray it down and tone with damp hair. Now I'm taking my first section here. Now if I was doing like a client's hair, I would be taking smaller sections, and it also depends on the person's hair. Because I have thin hair and my roots are super grown out, I'm just taking like big sections because I know how to saturate my hair and all of that. But if you're doing this on your own hair and you have really thick hair, you're going to want to take a lot smaller sections just to ensure that you fully saturate when you're toning, because you don't want to miss any spots. Also, you can kind of see that I'm squinting at certain parts right here in the video. It's because when you tone with 10 volume, it's pretty strong. And I'm in my bathroom and I have the door closed and obviously the window closed because it's winter. So I would suggest, if you're doing it in a small area like a bathroom, to at least have the door open or a window open or just something to get some air in there so that it's not choking you out. The reason why I have the door closed is because I was trying to block the sound from my husband. He's gaming in the other room and it's super loud in the bathroom. So I thought by closing the door would help, but that didn't help. So that is actually why I'm doing a voiceover and decided to not talk for the rest of the video once I started toning my hair, because like I said, he's gaming and it's getting louder and louder as I'm filming. So I decided to just do a voiceover, and yeah. I usually tone my hair about every couple months. Toner isn't bad for your hair at all. It actually makes your hair feel super soft, and yeah, so you can tone your hair as often as you like. Obviously not every week, but you can tone it pretty often, and it just helps your hair feel softer because it's actually just filling in your hair. When you're blonde, your hair is hollow, so when you put a toner on it, it fills it and makes it soft, and obviously it changes the color. I don't like when my hair is yellow, so I use a purple shampoo almost every time I wash my hair, and then every couple months, like I said, I'll use my toner. I also usually tone my hair about a level 9, between a level 9 and a 10. I just like when it's a little bit darker I'm not really into the super white blonde hair. I like it a little ashier and with a little more depth, so I usually mix a concoction of the level 9s and the Redken Shades EQ, but today my hair is not going to be it's not going to have as much depth as I usually like when I tone it, just because I'm toning with all level 10s, but that's okay. It's still going to get rid of the yellowness, and it's going to make it a lot ashier, which is going to be awesome. So I left the toner on for 20 minutes and then I washed it off. By this time it was already getting late and I was getting tired, so I didn't show you guys right after I washed it what it turned out like, but I showed you guys the next day what it turned out like, and it turned out really good actually. It's not, obviously it doesn't have the depth that I usually like because it was all level 9s, but it's nice and ashy and it's gonna do the job for now, and I'm happy with it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching my video, and I hope you guys all have a great holiday season, and we will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.